Alright guys, today I got here is just a BPX Bullpup. Um, it's for the M17, the Valken M17 or Milsig M17. The A2 or the Milsig version, or sorry, the CQMF version as well. It's from it's a site called Magfed Solutions. They're in all the groups. They got their own group, I believe, as well on Facebook and YouTube. But yeah, I got this carbine here from them. It's a printed bullpup, and what you have to do is you have to take, oh, you got to take everything off, your whole front end off the M17. You got to take all your magwell off. You got to take your grip off, and then you're just basically left with the upper receiver and the trigger group housing. So I'm going to show you here how the trigger works. So your trigger's up here. So it allows you to use, instead of having like a 14-inch barrel, like starting where it would normally would, up here in front of the magwell. So you save about that much distance. Like I saved about 10 inches off of my last build, my M17 build that you guys seen. So yeah, so now your barrel, your 14, instead of it being way out there, it comes all the way back here now. So it starts right about there in line with the magwell. So now you can use a lot longer barrel. So this short setup here is 100 joules. Normally it would be out another 10 inches on my other build. And then yeah, like you don't have the tank out here. It's going to be on the side. He's got an adapter. If you can see here, your heat core still there. This is an HD24 one. So this is one of the big boys, the powerful guys. He's got an adapter at Magfed Solutions that goes in the back here where a nipple will come out. But you've all seen mine. I made my own, so I just put the HPA nipple adapter in the back with the HPA threads, 1/8 NPT fitting, and then a 90-degree. And then here, I'll show it to you on the other side. But I got this open here. I want to show you this first. I'll show you the tank setup after. My tank's mounted on the side. But if you can see here, take off this little panel on the side, and you got this sophisticated linkage here. It's like a bearings, and then the arms. This arms here goes through your trigger, then it goes out on the other side to an exact identical opposite linkage on the other side. So there's two of these bearing wheels, and basically when you pull the trigger, like you can pull these off one by one. I can, so I don't want to screw with it, but if you can see here, you pull the trigger. Isn't that cool? It's pretty ingenious for the linkage for the trigger. So my M17 trigger is actually back right there. It's looped through this printed part. I have an idea. If these break or anything, I'm going to make them out of sheet metal. But yeah, I'll probably replace all that with sheet metal. I might be able to keep this part in the bearing, but the rest of it, I don't know. I have a feeling if it's on safety and you pull it really hard, I think something can possibly give. I don't know. It hasn't happened yet, but it's very thin. It's not a lot of material, especially right in here. But yeah, it's very, very ingenious how he's got this. So yeah, but as you can see on here, it's got a little housing here. So once you clip that back on, it keeps that all nice and locked in. Everything does. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and just put that back on. But yeah, here. So just put this on so it don't come off. So yeah, there guys. It's pretty cool. Full auto, so you just click that. I had a problem with the last bolt here. The last bolt I could not get through, but I got all these ones through. I've even filed parts of the receiver down, to try to fit it in. I filed underneath here to try to make it drop down lower. I'm only taking so much off, so that's it. It works. It's locked in. It ain't going nowhere. Like these two bolts here are pretty much holding everything together, and then these are just holding everything else onto it. So yeah, we got a grip here. So this grip it comes with a grip that they sent, but I put on mine. This is a Fab Defense. It's a very comfortable grip I got here. I just prefer that in my hand. Yeah, so let me get this linkage back on here. And this little trap door or whatever. And then I'll flip it over and we'll take a look at the tank. Yeah, always careful when you're tightening 3D printed screws into plastic. Over tightening cracks this stuff very easy. Alright, one more. Okay, so I'll flip it over. Oh, whoops, I forgot. I loosened that up too. So that's the top rail. So this will go on. Oh, right there it is. Here, I'll just take that out for now. Alright, anyway, so, yeah. Oh, for God's sake. Okay. I need to tighten that down. Alright, so now, here's what I went and did. You guys, some of you, a lot of you have seen my adapters I made. But this is a hard line right in. If you can see down in there, it's just a 1/8 MPT 90 degree. It goes in. That's just a normal HPA nipple adapter that you buy. One of the universal nipples that plugs into there. Quick connect nipple. And then it's the 1/8 MPT fitting, and then an extension 1/8 MPT, 2 extensions. As you can see, these guys, there's 2 of those. And then another 90 degree. And then, oh, I can't remember what this is, 1/4 inch to 1/8 MPT, or yeah, 1/8 MPT coming out of the 90 degree. And then the other end, it's a double male end. So this would be the 1/8 MPT where my thumb is. And then over here on this side going into the ASA, that's the next size up from 1/8 MPT. So I think it's 1/4 inch. And then, yeah, this is an ASA on-off. I threaded the ASA on-off to a 1/4 inch MPT thread so I can accept this nipple. And that's it. Just wrap it with Tep-Lite, then jam it on, and it's good to go. Yeah, so you get your safety switch still too, and then you get your mags. I'm in the process of getting a banana mag. Yeah, but here I got a straight mag and a drum. So this is your normal magazine here. For the M17, this is a 20 round magazine. And it clips right up in. And then clips out. So I use I got this the 60 round drum. I like to fire the Canada rye balls out of with this. But yeah, that'll just go up in there as well. And yeah, you just put whatever furniture you like on it, but you can use any tank you want to. I like to use the big 17 CI tanks, that way you get a lot of shots for your drum. If you're just using a 20 rounder, a normal 13 CI will be good. Anything less than a 13, and I don't think you're going to get all 20 off. at full power. But I think the M17 caps out with a 13 CI at around anywhere between 15 and 20 shots. But then again, this is the HG24 upgrade, so this is wide open. There's a bigger air chamber in there. So I imagine it uses a lot more air. Yeah, just screw your tank in there, and then got that butted up now. So when you're ready to use it, you just crank that. Ooh, I got that tight. Oh yeah. Okay. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Just put whatever you like on it. I got this moved back now because you need your sights right around here, because if you put it back here, you crank your neck back. Like, it's a different feel. It's not the exact same. It just has a Bullpup has a different feeling, I find, than a normal setup. But yeah, like your grip and everything's way all up here, both your grips, instead of one being back here behind the mag well. But all in all, this setup does. It allows you to keep a nice shorter setup, and it allows you to incorporate a much longer barrel. So you can get that same 100 joule power now, and now you don't need to have an extra foot on top of this. You know what I mean? An extra foot of length. You can get the same power now without that length, which is really cool. Yeah, I'm going to get for this build here, I want this down at around 50 joules or so. 55, 60 joules. So I'm going to be getting a regulator that's about 500, 550 psi. Because even at 700 psi tested, it's still getting 70 plus joules. So it's a little bit high for what I like. But getting there. And yep, that's pretty much it, guys. Magfedsolutions.com. Check them out. You got the groups. I paid, I think I got this for, it was $89 Canadian. And if you're up in Canada and you're going to order one, I suggest you go with UPS. We shipped the first one out with USPS and never even made it to Canada Customs. It's still lost in the US Customs. And they won't tell us where it is or nothing, so I don't know. I'm just assuming they're going to seize it because they just didn't do their diligence and they're too dumb to search what it actually is. It's a plastic 3D printed shell. Like, we are allowed this stuff in Canada. Anyways, I'm not getting into the... But yeah, guys, just use USPS and you probably won't have a problem. Or sorry, UPS, not USPS. So use UPS and you probably won't have an issue. Alright guys, y'all stay safe. Take care as always.